All right. Welcome to the Independent Black Voice. And I am your host, beatzillapdx official. And as you guys are coming on in, please hit that like button, share this out on your social media if you will. I'd greatly appreciate it. And, uh, you know, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, you should do so. Subscribe to this channel and of course, hit that notification bell, hit the word all. That way, you'll be notified anytime this channel goes live or a video is uploaded or premieres. If you're watching on X, come on over here to YouTube channel. You might still have to look for the Beatzilla PDX official show, but you also can look for the Independent Black Voice, and it will take you here. So, as you see, we have changed the name of this channel, and it is now known as the Independent Black Voice. So that will be the name of this channel going forward. And as different changes happen, whatnot, we will still be doing the same things that we do. There's also some other things that I want to do, especially in the members area. There's some things I got cooking or thinking about. So what I'm going to do pretty soon is do a kind of a members kind of mini town hall type deal. So we get a chance to chop it up with the members and see what you guys are thinking. With that being said, though, this is of course the same Black empowerment vehicle that it has always been. We are celebrating New Black Media Appreciation Month. And so I figured now would be a perfect time to implement some of the changes that I've been wanting to do and wanting to make. And of course, you guys have been hearing myself over here. There's other people like our brother Torian Brain Reloaded, who always encourages you to go independent. And I believe more of us are also jumping on that vocal wave as well. Because, of course, our stance has always been politically independent. But I think now it is important to be a little more vocal about our political position that way, because a lot of times things can get lost in labels. And you have people coming out here. The whole FBA is a cult group, all of that type of madness. It doesn't change anything, and it definitely does not alter the fact that what we do collectively as all of these different voices of new Black media, what we do is we speak for the people. We don't speak for some corporation or some political party. And with that, I think it also makes sense for us to represent our own political interest, which clearly is in the lane of independent, not meaning joining one of these other independent parties, but allowing our vote on our political capital to be courted accordingly and properly. Because there are some things that everybody says, well, all these people that vote, they get. Within all of the things that we are seeing right now out here in the world, what are we noticing? In the things with the Democrats trying to fight Donald Trump on anything he wants to do, what are we seeing? Are we hearing people say, well, we just can't do nothing about that right now. What you need to do is you just need to go out and vote next time. Why aren't we hearing anybody talking about voting now? Right now, they're talking about marching and resisting and also getting on major television platforms and media outlets and misconstruing the truth. It's very interesting, though, right now. There is a book that is coming out talking about the Kamala Harris campaign. And so with the Kamala Harris campaign, and the truths that are coming out there, that Barack Obama didn't want Kamala Harris to run. He did not want Joe Biden to run. He wanted the open primary, and they elected not to do that, of course, which is no surprise. But it just says a lot to where these people are, and they're ready to fight for everything. If we would have seen this type of fight out of Democrats for Black issues, we would have done so much better. And then what we were offered is something that even they, as a party, and the movers and shakers of the party, didn't really want. So because it was so much turmoil in the Democratic Party, for some reason, all of your pundits and all of these other people, they have blamed the people for the disarray of that party. And legitimately, the only people who are responsible for that type of loss are the Democrats themselves. They can't put that on anybody else. But however, that's what they've been doing. And we are most definitely pushing back on that because, quite frankly, we ain't got nothing to do with their failure. We have been the vehicle of their success for a very long time. So to be the vehicle of that said success, and then to now be ignored as a voter block, that's just kind of that should be unacceptable for most people. Let me put this message out right now. Let people know we are live, because we are live. We are not tape delayed tonight. Oyela Arquette in the building. Grand evening, everyone. Yes, indeed. And then and thank you for being here. And thank you for being a moderator. And we also have our good sister Priscilla Taylor in the house. Jersey City is here. Yes, indeed. Black first. Thank you for being here. And so what a lot of people, I'm sure people are probably like, oh, this is a tape delayed broadcast. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, not tonight. Tonight we are going live because, again, introducing the name change. I want to make sure you guys know that, this is the same channel, the same information. We are doing, just evolving and, polishing up the channel for, going forward. So that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm not going to be here too long. I just wanted to chime in and tap in. There's some clips that we'll be airing at some point this week, but you said it looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Oyela Arquette. And I wanted to look into the lane of my lane. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you have the more mature look here. And again, everything won't be off camera. We're just off camera for this particular broadcast because, I'm not being here too long. I kind of just got in, and so just kind of in between time before my wife gets here, and then we got some things to do. So just go ahead and chop it up with y'all real quick and just let you know that nothing major has changed, but the name is changing. And also from the midweek report and the weekly wrap up, those, of course, will just be integrated into all of the broadcasts. So the shorter videos will be news breaks or maybe even news briefs. And then, of course, some of these videos will be especially the live streams or the tape delayed broadcast. These will be the independent Black voice, yada, yada, whatever the title is of that particular day. So there will not be a distinguishing between midweek report or the weekly wrap up. However, in the broadcast, if you see, you're in the live broadcast, you will clearly know that it's the weekly wrap up. So, just making some changes here, and at the same time remaining the same. So greetings, Maxwell Jenkins. Thank you, man. Hey, from Seattle, Washington. What's going on, brother? Via Compton, California. Man, okay. Yeah, that's the I-5. You made the I-5 trek south. Yes, indeed, brother. I appreciate you being here, man. So let me see. Do I have this in here? Let me get this picture. I got to get in here. I want to address something that was sent to me. I want to say that it was oh boy, what's the handle off of X? Let me take a look. Boykin Spaniel. Boykin Spaniel. I believe it was Boykin Spaniel that sent me this particular little tweet, or I guess now X post. But it says something that was very interesting. And I want to, before I post it and we go through it, because I wanted to just kind of take the time to really thoroughly examine this point of view. And I'm not sure who the person is that posted it. I'm not sure if they're a friend of Foundational Black American Freedmen. Somehow I doubt it, but I could be wrong. But there's something that was said that truth is truth wherever it comes from, and that broken clock is always right 2 times a day. So when we talk about the Black middle class, and we've heard these cuts to Medicare and Medicaid, although it's been repeated, even Elon Musk has actually repeated not making cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. For some reason, it's just the same redundant over and over and over again type of deal. And we just hear people steadily with the drumbeat. Yes, this is what's happening. Yes, this is what's happening. Yes, this is what's happening. It's like, if that ain't what he said, then it's not what he said. So I would rather stick with what's truly happening versus getting gaslit over things that we can't prove. And we're seeing a lot of that. And those are things I firmly, who the hell likes being gaslit over just the BS? But with this part kind of stuck out for me. And it's the top tweet. Like I said, I'm not sure about old Peter here. But like I said, with this middle class, there are jobs that are being lost out there in the government sector. And it seems that a lot of middle class Black folks are fearing losing their jobs, or some have lost jobs. And so when I seen this post, it made me think. So I'm going to just read it. Government jobs have created a fake Black middle class. Professional sports and the music industry have created a fake Black 1%. Don't be mad at me for speaking the truth. Is he wrong? If in one fell swoop, if you have a bunch of cuts to government positions, then doesn't that mean that the Black middle class has still always been tied to the government? So knowing that the government can always pull the plug, but that very same government that makes sure these jobs are under their control also prevent the rest of Black America from experiencing reparations. Because think of that Black middle class that is built off of the government, and that's government jobs. Well, one administration can end all that. So if we have so many people, we're talking about it's going to take a toll on the black middle class. Well, then we had long needed to be working toward independence from those government jobs. There needs to be like contractors, not working for the government. If you're working for the government, you should be there as a contractor. These contracted out businesses like these other companies do. But it seems to me that's just another mechanism, actually, of keeping people controlled. So when I saw this, I'm like, and I looked at the comments, and people was getting at him, getting at him. And again, possibly he's out of place to say this. So I'll ask, if we have just at a flip of a switch and a stroke of Donald Trump's pen can have such a damaging effect on the black middle class, then doesn't that say Black America, financially wise, is in a worse state than what we are actually admitting? Because that means that, again, going left, going right, going up, or going down, you still have to do or deal with what the government is talking about. You ain't doing nothing outside of them. Ain't that the case? You know, it just seems crazy to me. So I believe that there's some truth to this. I definitely believe there's some truth to this. The other part is, this is, I'm at work listening, Black First. Oh, okay, thank you, man. I'm glad. I'm not usually on this early. Even when I'm doing Wednesdays, I'm not usually broadcasting this early at all. So I'm sure people don't expect me to be live right now. And shoot, it looks like other people might be live now too. So if y'all watching the replay, gang, shout out and salute to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And for those tuning in on X right now, shout out and salute to y'all. Going down to the professional sports and the music industry, that one, when I also read that, I'm like, this is crazy. And so if you look at doubling back to the original post that he's retweeting and commenting on, Jeremy Flood says, this is the single largest attack on American labor in the last 80 years. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, possibly. That might be possibly true. However, and I don't know if things will get there. I think that there'll probably be some kind of injunctions or whatnot before too long. However, and Canada's already talking about, stopping their tariffs if America stops theirs. So, there's negotiations going on, but it's forcing movement. So, see how watching all play out. But like I said, going back to this professional sports and music industry have created a fake Black 1%. That is also unfortunately true. That's absolutely unfortunately true. I mean, when you think about it, like, they always used to tell us, man, look at Oprah. Man, what if Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, and Oprah and Michael Jordan got together and then they built a school, or they built a hospital, or they built a college? And they, remember, people used to always say stuff like that. And it's like, and then they're, man, why don't the Black millionaire class do anything for Black America? Because they're the Black millionaire class, and in order for them to keep their millions and be in that class, means that they have to ignore you and everything about you. So when you have the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's, all the high-paid artists that you see, is that not what they want you to aspire to be? So much so that now when you hear even people talking about dating, they're talking about high value earners. Why? It's not high value earning potential because I want to build generational wealth with you. It's that I actually want to maintain a certain lifestyle. And that's what's important to me. So actually, legitimately, what you keep hearing out here out of people, they've been turned into consumers, already being consumers, but now they have turned relationships into a consumer product-based deal. That ain't nothing but the devil. So for a person with a conscience, they might be like, I don't think so. Because I asked the question on my other channel, when people like, I want a high value earner, and this is okay, what are your spending habits? Are you going to spend us into oblivion because you got to shop? And not saying shopping is something wrong with that. Absolutely not. But everything is within your means of finance. Even if you got it, doesn't necessarily mean you need to spend it. And so if your spending habits are bad, how's your credit? Is your credit shot because your spending habits are bad? Then that's a bad deal. But I'm just saying, you have so much of consumer mind state pushed on us. We take it everywhere. But it's all based on, let me try to aspire to dog out one another so I can get on. Look at all of these bootlegs. Is that not what they're trying to do to become the fake black 1%? Musicians, they're going to use, and I guess to a certain extent, even the athletes, because they have to go through a certain grooming. They when they become and they get drafted, they immediately go get taught in the do's and don'ts of their business. They immediately get taught the do's and don'ts of their business, where to be and where not to be. You understand me? They don't play them games with their investments. They know better than that. They know way better than that. They absolutely do not do that. Now, where's that at? Do I have it in there? I'm not sure if I got that or not. Something that was supposed to have uploaded from about this. Of course, when I need to go live, it's uploading slow. So I don't know if it's gonna. It did not, of course. Okay. Now, what y'all think in the chat? Let me know what y'all are thinking when it comes down to a fake middle class. When I seen it, it made me think about reparations, because look at how they're going out there right now. They're like, we're going to fight for this. You got Cory Booker on the floor for longer than Strom Thurmond. And then he's like, oh, Strom Thurmond was such a bad guy. But you guys are over here kissing Joe Biden's tail. Like, these people are backwards. Absolute backwards. And there's something else, this real weird notion that for some reason, when black men made a decision to choose the couch, somehow we got misinformed, and Then we became disillusioned. Do you know these people have not changed their they haven't changed their tactics. They haven't changed their tactics at all. What they have been doing is the same exact routine over and over and over again. And so they keep trying to basically pull the wool over our eyes. Now, here's the truth. Like I said, with this book that's coming out, talking about the campaign of Kamala Harris, there's a bunch of bootlegs that are really going to be, they're probably just going to fall completely off of social media, because this there's no way to walk this back. For all of the stuff that they were doing, do you know that Obama didn't want to endorse Kamala Harris? And not only did he not want to endorse Kamala Harris, but then kind of went out of his way to support her because he was actually backdoor trying to shut her campaign down. Now, is remember Obama coming out wagging his finger at black men? Oh, you're glad that Michelle isn't here. Meanwhile, he like, I don't even want to be here. People cut off family members because they bought into these politics so tough. They cut off their family members. And these people that they cut their loved ones off for these people who were literally just playing political theater in front of your face. And you ended relationships for that. That is insane. There's no way to justify that. That's, well, no, I mean, because see, what you don't understand is, sometimes you just got to make a decision to protect your peace.
No. Baby.
Protect your peace. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Oh my goodness. And if y'all hate watching this right now, because I know some people do, like there are people who follow me, especially the ones from here. Like, you're from the city. And, if you don't have to like my political view, but why do you spend so much time watching just to find fault it's like, oh no, this one thing here is wrong. And this is why this is Boulayville. You can't do nothing with these folks. If it doesn't come with a DJ and a bar, they are not interested. Right now, let me tell you something. Over in North Portland, they're trying to close down because and this is why I had to expand my network and expand these voices because even here there's a shortfall, a budget, of course, because of the bad Democratic budget and being a sanctuary city, spending millions of dollars housing illegals and busing them here and flying them here too, and then giving them money. Like right now, oh yeah, by the way, the money, the FEMA money that didn't go to the illegals. Guess what's happening now that Trump has cut off Oregon? Guess what they figured out how to do? They didn't go tell those people to vote. Oh, no. They said, we're going to go get some legislation popping so we can make sure we ensure that these illegals get them some SNAP benefits because Donald Trump just cut them off. Family, do you understand what I just said to you? Did you hear me? They are like, hey, Donald Trump cut off the government money that we've been getting to take care of these illegals all these years. Well, we don't want to make sure, we don't want them to leave. All of this, there is a homeless crisis in this town. There is a homeless crisis in the city. Housing isn't up to par. But they got money for illegals. Okay, prime example. I can't help but notice my Amazon driver now is always an American name. Funny how that happened. I haven't seen a foreigner delivering nothing over here in a minute. Even when I see other people when my ring cam go off, I see other people getting their packages. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, all of a sudden, that's so funny. Look at how that happens. Isn't that funny? Like, oh yeah, oh, we ain't got no trouble over here. No, no trouble. We ain't the trouble. So, and we got a hell of a issue here. I think they're like, at first they said $100 million, but I guess now it's more like what they say, 90 million. That's much better, isn't it, folks? How much is your deficit? $90 million. Oh man, that's fantastic. But we have to do the right thing. So you know what? Although there are all these illegals here, we still need to keep bringing them. And for the ones that are here, I mean, what we really need to do is, well, we need to make sure they still getting these benefits. Oh, wait, though. But I thought these were the people who came here with $1.35. Ain't that what we hear? But now, all of a sudden, it's a different story. Imagine that. So, and then some of the stories we are hearing. Oh yeah, and the other stuff that these people are into, it's just ridiculous. So in Georgia, Democrats, this is why you suck. And again, family, I'm probably going to wrap this up here in maybe 30 more minutes, if that. But here's the Democrats in Georgia. Georgia, right? We're not talking about the Pacific Northwest, not where I'm from. Of course, we do have to actually address a little bit of that, a little re-update for this woman who I just covered the other day. But these people down here in Georgia walked out proudly of their chambers, out of their jobs, because they are standing in solidarity for trans children rights to somehow get their bodies mutilated. And so they're upset that they blocked doctors from mutilating children. And so these black legislators made a stand.
Yeah, I better get in there.
Man, look at them. Boy, I'll tell you, can't tell these folks nothing. Look how strong they are. Man, them people are bold. Stick it to the man. Don't you let them tell you that you can't get your 14-year-old.
You the leader walk. I can walk with her. Come on, man.
We're out. Really clapping for these idiots.
Thank you.
Absolute ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys got it. Whatever, man. Whatever. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And at the end of the day, I think more, and maybe we need to just start going through that, the Democrat thing. And something else, real quick before I forget. Family, I was listening to an old lecture from, speaking engagement of brother Dr. Khalid Muhammad. And this is from 1999. And he was talking about infant mortality rate going up and up. This was in 1999. We weren't even in 2000. So when people start coming out here now in these years, saying how they're a champion for, but we have a black infant mortality rate, and the black women is this. It has been. This is 25 years later. So I just want y'all to understand. This is 25 years later. What's wrong with these people? And some of these people are young, so like they were kids, but again, this was a problem in 1999, and nothing was being done about it. No legislation made. The Congressional Black Caucus, and I'm just let's put this in plain context of where it is. That means that within the last 25 years, the Congressional Black Caucus has sought to do nothing about Black infant health and Black mothers' health. They do, however, champion a woman's right to choose. So they'll champion baby deletion. But in 25 years, haven't sought to make sure Black women don't perish along with their offspring from malpractice or lack of care or complications. It just seems to me that 25 years is a long time to know, have documented evidence at that time telling you it's a problem. But it is used now in talking points as a talking point as if someone is doing something about it. But we've had 25 years to make something happen, and that hasn't taken place. This is telling you, Black women, 92%, if they don't care in 25 years to do anything else other than give you abortions, then that tells you abortions aren't even healthy for you. They don't say that side of the game. You know how many women who have had abortions who can't have children anymore? Because something supposedly, quote, went wrong. You're doing something unnatural to your body, and you're also crossing a spiritual boundary. And no one looks at it. They don't tell you that. But here's the truth of it. To have you dead on a bed is of less concern than to make sure you come over here to Planned Parenthood and we could rip this little bugger up out of you and sell them for parts to these other freaks. So they're not concerned about you women. Oh, you want to be irresponsible? Cool. Come on over here and get rid of it. Because all of this sexual talk that they do that says, oh, well, something wasn't consensual. Man. With all of this WAP out here, I would beg to say that a lot of these abortions aren't because of SAs, but they're more or less because of lifestyle choices. And lifestyle choices are something that can be tailor-made or curtailed. So how are you in the environment to where abortions are needed so much that you need to drive a abortion clinic to your political convention? Because that's what we saw. And they were proud of it. And then on top of that, to say, yeah, I don't know who's worried about trans people playing sports. It only starts with one. How does it end? Where's the end game for starting? See, a person gets quiet when you start asking those questions. Because again, oh, there's only one or a small number now. So you say. How many people were looking for gay marriage back in the day? How many men were looking to dress up like women and be accepted back in the day? So to sit up here and say all of this right now is madness to me. You know what I mean? But let me show y'all something else real quick. Because again, you got to understand, it's not just us. And I'm looking at Black Democrats right now as heavily delusional. Because, hey, you know, some of us over here in America are starting to think a little bit different, you know, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But, hey, let's check this out.
Toledo, voters' views of the Democrats in Congress among all voters disapprove, 68%. And look at the approved number, just 21%, even lower than the Democratic Party at large. This is the lowest on record for Democrats, according to Quinnipiac University polling. You think these numbers are bad? Let's go to this side of the screen. We'll look how Democratic voters feel. Get this. The plurality of Democratic voters disapprove of Democrats in Congress at 49%, and just 40% approve. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, my goodness gracious, you just can't get worse than these numbers.
And this is the number right here.
Wow.
Really driving all of this. If Democrats have turned, if Democratic voters have turned on Democrats in Congress and the Democratic Party, that's what puts the numbers at historic lows. What is it they want to be seeing, these voters?
What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. They don't like what's coming out of some of those Senate Democrats like Chuck Schumer, because take a look at the direction of the party. Democratic voters on Democrats in Congress doing too little to oppose Donald Trump. Look at this, 77%. Should stay principled, even if it means nothing gets done in Washington, D.C., 65%. And this
I totally believe those numbers. I totally believe those numbers. Okay, because you didn't do enough to fight Donald Trump because you were against doing anything for your base, which is foundational Black Americans. So let's start there. You know you didn't do that. So, you know, there's that. And so, family, again, let me reiterate the reason, another one of the reasons why I changed the name of this channel. Because the beatzillapdx official show, I am your host, beatzillapdx official. But what I do here is represent the independent Black voice. And so I just wanted to make it as simple as what it is of what I do here. I am just simply representing the independent Black voice. So just the same as when I started pushing the banner of New Black Media some years ago, and look at it now. Here we are in New Black Media Appreciation Month. There are so many other voices. And again, it took a salute to our brother. I see Great Black Shark. He's on right now. Another brother, some of us go back a little ways, getting, just even understanding that there was a need for our voices up on this microphone. And our brother, like Great Black Shark, he took a little hiatus for a while. I'm like, man, I've been missing you out here, brother. And so now he's back at it. So some people who may be coming new to this environment may not even have known, so he might be new to people. So y'all didn't even know, like, no, he's been here. Yeah, Great Black Sharks are one of the originals, because of course everybody knows the big three, but you know the rest of us, and of course the long-standing kind of chief moderator, D. Tubman. You guys are very well aware of that. For those who have been with me long for a while, you know the other platform that simply has just became a shell of its former self. And I think their star, of course, ended up over there with Phil Scott, Vicky Dillard, and of course, I've been with a lot of the ladies from that platform at some point in time. So to from then to now, we are a collective of voices that believe in Black empowerment. And we believe in Black empowerment in such a way that there is no party that represents the code of Black empowerment. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean taking such a hardline stance that we don't bargain or negotiate, but we understand that there are certain unnegotiables. And coming to that table, there's a reason why these people out here aren't paying attention. They know who people are paying attention to. And for me, I'm well aware of those certain think tanks from the DNC, especially of those people who have followed me in recent years. And I made sure that, I don't give any of my own, I guess, strategic insight out there like that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even need me, because it's the people. It is truly, and New Black Media really represents the power of the people. And, for me and my part, I just wanted to cultivate a space where people could look to a ecosystem, a network, if you will, and say, hey, everybody over here that holds this moniker, they're speaking in like-minded understandings to what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody may not dig me. Everybody may not dig the next person, but there is somebody behind one of these mics that resonates with y'all, because we are speaking your thoughts. We are speaking your heart. We are speaking your mind. And, I'm glad and definitely proud to represent that. So that's why I wanted to make the change to this channel. And so that's where the new name comes from. It is the Independent Black Voice, which basically is just another version of New Black Media. So you can look at it like that, and that's where the name change comes from. So if anybody was ever wondering, I wanted to explain that real quick, and also explain the fact, because we are the Independent Black Voice, that's why you see those numbers over there, because the Black voice is independent. Can you dig it?
65% is such a difference from where we were in 2017 at this point. when just 33%
Wow.
of Democrats say they should stay principled, compared to 59% who said they want to compromise. Democrats do not want compromise at this point. They want a fighter. They want to go into the ring like Muhammad Ali did against Sonny Liston. They want to take down the Republicans. They do not want this compromise anymore. They want to be more like Republicans, get up to that stage and fight. And right now they feel like their leaders in Congress are simply put not doing so. And that is why their approval rating for congressional Democrats is at an all-time low, even among Democrats with more disapproving than approving.
Yeah, it seems that the Senate.
Ooh-wee. I'll just cut it right there. I think that says it all, doesn't it? Doesn't it say it all? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I believe these people are frauds. They know they're frauds. And at this point in time, they know that the jig is up. Americans, especially foundational Black Americans, freedmen. I watched a piece of Karen Hunter today. Karen Hunter, she she openly claims to be independent, but she talks very democratic. And so she had Kevin Powell. She had Kevin Powell on there, and the brother from Black Men Vote or Vote Black Men or something like that. And Kevin Powell follows me, by the way. So they were talking, and Kevin Powell is juiced in with them Democrats. And so Kevin Powell, he mentions that Black folks are Black men are kind of tuning out because, again, for good reason, because you came to us disrespectful, finger wagging, and something they kind of made a slight reference at not listening to people like us. However, they want you to, we're going to go to like the battle rappers. So not the mainstream rappers, but we're going to go to the up and coming battle rappers. Let me tell you something about battle rappers. They just like the other artists. They ready to do anything to get on. You're not finna get them out there to say something against their career. So again, you're still not dealing with the grassroots. And Kevin Powell, if you are listening to this and watching this, well, number one, we mentioned that moment one you started following me. I made sure that I was mindful of that. So the outcomes that you see, you ain't going to be able to explain. However, I will say this. Your only hope is the Black grassroots. The Black grassroots are also family men, family women, parents. We are the, what they say, there's millennials and Generation X. That's a hell of a heap to climb, because we are not the generation of deadbeat fathers. So you got a whole bunch of smart children coming up here who knows what's what. And I could just look at the children born in the same year of my child. I got a couple children, but like, for instance, my youngest, I could look at everybody born in his year, and every last one of them little adults is smart as hell. I'm talking about, okay, you have been raised right. Y'all are sharp. And then on top of that, my baby's class, his graduating class, you know what the smallest percentage of his graduation class was? Were the kids who were not honor students. Now, granted, I'll say this. My son is an exceptional student, And I don't say that because, oh, he's so smart and he's so great. I say that because all of that study and school stuff comes super routine for him. It blows my mind. He just does it. I mean, like I've seen so many people. He's a junior in college. People be stressed, man. Oh man, not this kid. Not this kid. Nope. Ice water in the veins. And maybe, he's seen me and his mom. We've seen us go through everything. So and understanding right now we have to literally arrange a time for family dinner. Because again, my son's on campus. My other son, he's already, that's the oldest. So he's doing his thing. So it's like we got to schedule a time to have us a family dinner. So when works for y'all, we plan it weeks in advance, folks. So, and thank you. Great job. I couldn't be happier. Yeah, I mean, and so I'm saying all that to say, like, man, when I was at like my baby's graduation, you know what I'm saying? And I say baby, like my baby boy. His graduation, man, you should have seen all them, because he, of course, went to the black school, but they keep trying to ish on it, but shit. They're the ones with the middle college program. The only school with a middle college program. So where my oldest actually started as sophomore year, taking college credits. My youngest, he went junior year in high school and then maxed that out. And then of course the pandemic hit. But his some of his classes, they had to move to the university. So my son in high school was already building a relationship with professors up at the college, at the university to which he lives, where he's at now. So again, the kids of this generation, these are our children. We're active parents. And so shout out to Black Voltron Reloaded. That brother's his daughter graduated. Man, I don't know if time was flying. Last year or year before last, she was graduated from, I believe, Clark or Spelman, one of the two. Man, our generation of parents is a beast. So they are concerned because we ain't made no dummies out here. We got some smart children running around here, and the next generation looks very promising for us. You know what I'm saying? So they got to figure out how to throw something in the mix. So here they're trying to figure out how to shut down the community centers in the hood. They already got one out to paint, so now they're coming for the other ones. And these folks out here will not stand with they folks. I seen it on the news today. They're out there in North Portland. I see the sister. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good. I see her. Everybody else. I'm like, come on, man. Now, y'all will hop on, and this is for people from Portland. Y'all will hop on my videos just and watch what I'm saying just to hate. Now, what's going on out there in St. John's, instead of watching me hating, y'all should be out there. Y'all should be out there giving them the business, to be quite honest. So, maybe somebody could perhaps stop hate watching me and go get active yourself instead of worrying about me. Because, quite frankly, there ain't nobody can say nothing about Brown here. Because let's just be clear. When I was out in public talking this here, them folks came through and shut this down. So, let's be clear. Yeah, y'all knew where the office was. If y'all from here, y'all knew exactly where the office was. And that building is still sitting up there empty right now. sitting empty right now. Now, some people could probably say people got paid to close and shut it down. Who knows? Who knows? But y'all know where y'all used to come get this. So before this was on the internet, y'all was right over there off of Rosa Parks. So let's be clear that this type of talk that I'm talking right now, y'all knew it was all, this was what we were already doing over here. So now that it's on this type of medium, I guess it's like, oh, well, he's just local and this is where he at. So, okay, we took this show on the road and there's other people like-minded out here. So now it's actually, it's real and it's in your face. And, you know, some of these people, you know, they have the nerve to be whining and complaining like these people want to talk politics, but what they going to say when people that they know and love are losing their government benefits? This is what I have to say. If you've never supported, but we're always first to criticize, I'm not your problem. When I fronted Pleasure, they was doing the same thing. Why are they choosing him? Well, because it wasn't you on the record, it was number one over there. But, you know, hey, that's that. So there is that. But looks like the wife has made it home. So I said I was only going to go a little while longer, and we have made it to that half-hour point. But I wanted to go ahead and just give it all to y'all right now and touch that other topic and give y'all the understanding of why we have changed to the independent Black voice. Because the independent Black voice is you. And that's what we do here. We are the megaphone of the people, for the people, and of course, I am from the people. So, you know, we are still rolling just as much. So this will be what you will see, as well as, of course, this logo that you see here. So those are the two new logos that you can get used to seeing right here at the independent Black voice. Can you dig it? And I'm sure there are people that be like, man, you know, something's wrong with y'all now. You actually really think that book is telling the truth? I'm gonna have to take a look at that book because I want to see what it really is talking about, because this is where Black Democratic shills are meeting their end. The career is over. The shilling career is a wrap, because everything that you sold us, them folks behind the scenes wasn't believing. So you can't sell me on what Obama and this and that if he was over here backdooring Kamala. No, sorry, Bob. So this guy ran off with the bag. And never forget that he still made that much more than Roland Martin. So Kevin Powell, that's my point. All of the things that you guys will see and the things that you guys are trying to do, you gotta have to deal with the grassroots, not these weirdos. And talking about battle rappers and up and coming artists, man, get out of here with that. You know where these grassroots voices are, because why the hell else did you follow me? So y'all stop playing, stop BSing, get on over here with the real independent Black voice, and get over here with this new Black media. It's New Black Media Appreciation Month, and y'all gonna sit up here and act like we don't exist. I understand that, but understand, if we don't exist, then neither do your interests. And so you can't keep coming around talking about, well, we represent this. You will always represent your paymasters. I also heard the brother say in that piece with Karen Hunter today that taking money from a political party just means that you are what do you say? You're a political consultant? Oh, okay, that's what that means. That don't mean bought and paid for a shield. That means you're a political consultant. Okay, got it. But I'm a political marketing strategist, and no one has actually tapped me for doing that. I mean, but let's be clear. We were able to push the couch as a candidate. We were able to show you that Joe Nobody, like a Greg Marcel Dixon, can come out of nowhere and slap you in the mouth. Now people be like, look at his voting numbers. That's not the point. Do you see the damage he did? That's what you need to focus on. And that he very well did. Salute to our brother Greg Marcel Dixon. And, you know, hey, it is always a pleasure to speak to the family and speak for the family. And so thank y'all for allowing me to do so. And, you know, for all the haters of Black empowerment, reparations, and the future, always remember, Babylon has fallen. Babylon has fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. Can you dig it? So somebody's saying, hey, they're going to turn things around. We need to give the Democrats a minute. Man, they actually have a policy of benign neglect. They're out there filibustering for a day to talk about everybody else's issues. We got this weird old woman up here from Washington trying to invoke Black history for trans rights. Has nothing. There's no comparison, and it's absolutely a disgusting, disrespectful act to do. But nonetheless, they just can't stop. And some of you may think that other groups may need to be intertwined in with our plight and our history and our struggle. And I will say absolutely not. And then you'll say, but, and my only retort is, I only speak for myself. beatzillapdx official. The independent Black voice. The people in the chat. The grassroots. And the voices of new Black media. Because I'm safe to say, I speak for all parties involved when we proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And, you know, always remember hashtag. Well, first off, remember why they mad.
It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
Hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
Yes, indeed. And always remember, we are not deportable. And so those issues are not our issues. Get out there, fight for Black America. But right now, I don't see none of these immigrants out here fighting for themselves. They are fleeing ICE. And so it's funny. If FBA is a cult, then I guess ICE is a cult too. Aren't they? But in the meantime, hashtag fire up the jet.
Happy birthday, we're celebrating you today. Like Dr. King holiday, we ain't gonna do any work today. Happy birthday today, it's your beautiful day.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been the Independent Black Voice. I am your host, beatzillapdx official. And please hit that like button, share this out on your social media, subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so. And you could also join this channel and become a member if you would like to do so. And of course, we have PayPal and CashApp. You can hit those off. And so follow me, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at beatzillapdx. And you can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And of course, we got CashApp, which is CashApp $beatzillapdx, and PayPal, which is Zilla Music. That's ZILLAMUZAK at PayPal. And with that being said, we are going to get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed and prosperous week. And we will be hollering at y'all. Make sure you keep your notification bell on so you'll be notified anytime these videos is coming at you. And shout out and salute to all of y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the change. I appreciate it. And so until next time, family, y'all stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yes. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.